Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Hernandez. I am a senior at Arizona State University studying public policy, and I'm here today to speak on behalf of Amuria and our human rights. And Amuria is an egalitarian state, which means that all of our human rights and all of our policies apply to every single individual equally. So that means that we don't really care about their income, about their race, their gender, age, immigrant status. We really don't care about who they are. I guess you can say we see them all equally. So that plays a big role in human rights because we believe that people should have the freedom to move freely as they please. That is obviously that plays a big role with immigrants. That they don't have to feel like border patrol if they're switching from like town or city to city. That there won't be like stops that a police officer might question about their immigrant status. This also, but I mean, there might be reasons why we might take that away from them, that privilege, and through imprisonment, of course. We believe that everyone should have the equal access to education, and what we mean by that is that no individual is going to have an easier time like applying and enrolling and accessing attending university than any other individual, just because we want our workforce to be as educated as possible. We want to give everyone a fair attempt to college and higher education. We also believe that people should be able to seek happiness, the pursuit of happiness, and a type of happiness would be love. So, anyone can, marriage is available to anyone. Um, and because we do depend heavily on our citizens to be our workers for the state, we believe that everyone should enjoy the fruits of their work as freely as possible. So we won't really have a lot of regulation on things that people can, for example, purchase, or services that they can purchase as well. Um, and other human rights that we have is that no person shall be susceptible to being a slave. That we also don't believe in torture, so this plays a big role in like prisoners of war and during times of war. If we happen to have individuals who we believe can be key factors, we will imprison them, but we won't torture them because we believe that we want the same treatment with our citizens in other states and countries. Um, we also believe that no person shall be sentenced to prison without first being um, given a fair trial. And this also means that if someone cannot financially afford purchasing a lawyer, that the state will afford one to them. Just because we want to make sure that our justice system is what it is, a justice system. So, continuing on, we believe that each person owns their body to the full extent of it, but that only applies to people who are age 16 and above. So this plays a huge role for people who want to go and pursue assisted suicide. So if they're hospital and they're suffering, that there's no policies at the hospitals preventing that from happening, and that there are no laws through the government that says that you cannot seek for assisted suicide. And of course, this plays a huge role with abortions. We believe that people, again, own their bodies completely, so they may choose to do anything that will impact them as freely as they can. Um, Moving on. We take our citizens' privacy very seriously, so that's why one of the human rights is privacy, that the government or any other type of private entity or even individual may not encroach on the privacy for anyone, because we believe that the pursuit of happiness includes privacy of any person. So that's why we want to make sure that everyone knows that they have their own privacy at all times, and that anyone that tries to take that away or damage that in any type of way, that there will be punishment for that. Um, Again, we also value our workers, so we believe that human rights, some of our human rights means entitlement to a living wage, sick days, because we feel it's unfair for people to be sick, not be able to go to work, and then be fired because of that. We also believe in a fair vacation time. We didn't want to set a specific time just because we wanted to give that freedom to businesses to figure out what's a right balance of vacation time, and if there's any issues that would be resolved through the court system. And then, as for when it came to borders and immigrants, we believe in a open border policy because we think that immigrants impact positively to our country. It makes us grow and it stimulates our economy. But obviously, if we're going to have undocumented immigrants in our country, we would want them to work legally, at least. So there will be like a work permit system that they can apply, and there'll be like criteria they have to meet, and that way they can pay their taxes, and because if they pay their taxes, they are eligible to public benefits. However, if one of these immigrants commits a felony, they will have to go through our court system and then probably be deported at that point. Lastly, Amuria just seeks to find an equilibrium between the rights of all the people in a way that they can enjoy as many freedoms as possible, but at the same time we believe in a large government to protect these rights and protect all of their citizens. We just want to see our citizens happy, and we want to make sure that we represent them fully. Thank you for listening to my video.